but also very inconvenient. But moving away from that, still on transport, page 7, we have fight at ferry services over 1.9 billion new vessel. Now, here's the thing. We've had an accident, one accident too many with the ferries, but it looks like one of the things that may have been playing or undercurrent is a disagreement or a fight for 1.9 billion shillings for a new vessel.
It's not about a disagreement, Mike. What we see here is a fight to control resources, a fight to, who is going to get the largest kickback. It's not about, the people. It's not about who is going to get these services. So, that's one of the major problems that is affecting this country, because duty bearers seem to be so much concerned about what benefits them at the expense of what benefits the general mwananchi. The ferry system is in bad shape. You look at what happened the other day, and that was just an incident, and the people planned in to save the lives of, or to do what?
To try and rescue.
To rescue because of the social media outcry. But we have had so many accidents, quite too many accidents along the ferry. The other day we heard that there's this ferry that just stalled in the middle of the water. So if we are having this kind of incidences, but the duty thing about their stomach. So it's something that if I were in charge, like maybe if I were cabinet secretary, then the whole board of Kenya Ferry Services would have gone home by the time we had the latest accident. Incident, right. But we see them explaining away from themselves, as in trying to portion blame to other people who are not really responsible. But themselves, they are not looking at themselves as people who hold the highest responsibility of ensuring the safety of Kenyans along that place.
And of course, the president did show them the door, that particularly being the board, but some would argue it was too little, too late. It was coming after.
This would have been done immediately.
Had already happened. But also important to note, while we're still on that ferry, which is on page 7 of the Standard, that according to the report, Tanzania recently acquired a ferry from the same Turkish manufacturer that Kenya has engaged, a cost of 550 million. Now, the ferry has a bigger capacity than the two that Kenya has ordered. Interestingly, that we seem to pay more for the same, for a smaller ferry than Tanzania. So that really puts into question.
That's why I'm telling you, Mike, what we experience in this country is about Tanzania. Nyerere, the former president, termed Kenya man-eat-man society. And what we are seeing is just a replica of man-eat-man society, because people, as I've said, duty bearers are not so much keen on what benefits the general mwananchi, what benefits Wanjiku. They are keen on what is coming in their pocket. As in, a ferry costing 500 million, they overprice triple to around 1.9, So 9.9, they know at least 1 billion is going down the drain. And at the expense of your tax. Because this money is not that they are plucking from somewhere.
Absolutely.
That they are picking on the road. These taxes that we pay. So sometimes I sit down and wonder how rich Kenya is, because the kind of money that is being lost through dubious procurement processes, the kind of money that is brought in by everything is just in a